Hey, welcome back.
It's on side. I got 30 shooters with me. It's on side. Niggas say he coming for me. Not hard to find. I ain't never running for you. I never hide. Yeah, nigga on my side. This is how we do it, little nigga on my side. Yeah, on my side. This is how we do it, little nigga on my side. Little nigga, big wheels, pimp rides. Little shorty ride the dick, pussy tight. Nigga stalking me like he don't got a life. I don't trust nobody while I'm out of sight. I got hella problems thinking I'ma die. Roll a leaf up and I take it like a flight. Lately I'm not in the mood, I ain't nice. Yeah, nigga, I ain't nice. Roll it up and we get high. She just hit the blunt and committed a suicide. Little bitch, let's go die. Take another puff and we matching each other vibes. Hey, it's on side. I got 30 shooters with me. It's on side. Niggas say he coming for me. Not hard to find. I ain't never running for you. I never
What's everyone up to
hide.
tonight?
Yeah, nigga on my side. This is how we do it, little nigga on my side. Yeah, on my side. This is how we do it, little nigga on my side. Hey, you switch, you lie. Make the money stack and save it up for baby Kai. I give him everything, I promise a better life. I love you forever, son, hug you and hold you tight. Hey, but they switch, they lie. Make the money stack and save it up for baby Kai. I give him everything, I promise a better life. I love you forever, son, hug you and hold you tight. Yeah. And fuck what the people saying. Yeah. Yeah. Right here.
I'm gonna take some ibuprofen. My head's starting to hurt again. My head's been hurting for a couple days. It won't go away. It's kind of problematic, not gonna lie. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. Hey, critter.
I go on tangents when I buy motivation. Geek or real baseline. Turn it up, I'm tryna fuck the speaker. I'm smoking top shelf, you smoking whatever was cheaper. And I'm still going up, even if the climb is steeper. I climb steeper. Even if the climb is steeper. Even if the climb is steeper. Miley Cyrus, the way that I climb it, they offered a deal, but I'm about to decline it. Unless it's a mill, then I might have to sign it. Credit and mafia, fuck with the finance. Man, I don't wanna live that long. If a girl give me dirt, but the girl on the song. In a world full of hurt, I'ma try to be strong. Shit got me tight, but I'ma try to be calm. She look me in my eyes, try to guess what I'm on.
Give me a second.
She said I'm lacking stability. I said, are you still feeling me? She said, yeah, I'm still feeling you. I just had to be real with you. When you're faded and talking, it's like I'm not even hearing you. I go on tangents when I'm high motivation. Geek or real baseline. Turn it up, I'm tryna fuck the speaker. I'm smoking top shelf, you smoking whatever was cheaper. And I'm still going up, even if the climb is steeper. 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 Critters, they bite. cups, got my head right. All I wanna do is stack up, get my bread right. Ayy, blowing dope clouds at a red light. Drop a pilly in my 4 ounce, that's a head high. Ayy, shawty thick as fuck and her neck right. Laid back, but I'm so froze, she get frostbite. Ayy, turn her right slow, call the hotline, flex up, run a check up, get it all night. Ayy, probably tripping on my main bitch. Ayy, going big woods while I lane switch. Shout out, bro, we in this bitch, I brought the gang in. Ain't nobody fucking with us, we some main men. Back in the day, my partner serving just to pay rent.
Yeah, that's fine.
All that makes sense. I've been
Can
doing
you guys
me, I
please
cannot
stop in the
ever
chat?
change
You
shit.
can go in
I just
and
want my
watch
daughter
here.
in a mansion by the Bay Bridge. Ayy, Swimbo told me do your thing.
Because I gotta go use the
Down
bathroom
on
real
the way
quick.
to
I'll be
go
right back.
frames in a range, bitch. Round with a bad bitch, popping cake mix. All I wanna do is stack up every day, bitch. Ayy, dirty cups, got my head right. All I wanna do is stack up, get my bread right. Ayy, blowing dope clouds at a red light. Drop a pilly in my 4 ounce, that's a head high. Ayy, shawty thick as fuck and her neck right. Laid back, but I'm so froze, she get frostbite. Ayy, turn her right slow, call her hotline, flex up, run a check up, get it all night. Pull up, hop out, she like daddy, run it up. Getting off the drugs, I saw her, you cannot touch, ayy, yeah. Moving slow, feel like a slug. Shawty sipping on my cup. Off the shit, feel like the plug, ayy. All these hoes fucking with me cause I'm on now. On the road, blowing sticky with my squad now. Eating good, so they always tryna talk down. Got my brother like, don't make me bring them dogs out. Ayy, high as fuck this when I walk out. Ayy, she won't ride with daddy in the mall now. Ayy, sipping all this lean, it got me knocked out. We straight to the top now, I can't ever stop now. Ayy, dirty cups, got my head right. All I wanna do is stack up, get my bread right. Ayy, blowing dope clouds at a red light. Drop a pilly in my 4 ounce, that's a head high. Ayy, shawty thick as fuck and her neck right. Laid back, but I'm so froze, she get frostbite. Ayy, turn her right slow, call the hotline, flex up, run a check up, get it all night. Ayy, dirty cups, got my head right. All I wanna do is stack up, get my bread right. Ayy, blowing dope clouds at a red light. Drop a pilly in my 4 ounce, that's a head high. Ayy, shawty thick as fuck and her neck right. Laid back, but I'm so froze, she get frostbite. Ayy, turn her right slow, call the hotline, flex up, run a check up, get it all night. The world on drugs. $1,000 place. $1,000 place. Fine China. Shorty like it. Shorty like $1,000 plate. Fine China. Tell her that she beautiful every day. I remind her. I jump in the pussy like a lake. I'ma die for the last man was the pussy had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the skies. Her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her. Oh, she a die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine. Going insane. Feel you picking up and moving things inside my brain. I know I don't have to argue about everything, but we don't have the same soul. With a soul charge till we gotta be a thing. You tell me that you love me, baby, say it again. Repeat it over and over until it's in my brain. Picked up the drugs, so I let my brain go. With a fried choice too. I'm selfish about my perks. Oh, shorty like $1,000 plate, fine China. Tell her that she beautiful every day. I remind her. I jump in the pussy like a lake. I'ma die for the last man was the pussy had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the skies. Her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her. Oh, she a die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine. I'm going to Pluto with my girl. I'm going to Jupiter with my girl. I'm going to Mars with my girl. I'm going to Saturn with my girl. I'm feeling like we're running out of space. You need to send your location, I can't think. I done fell in love twice, but I gotta be lying, cause I'm living 10 lives. I go crazy about mine. Shorty like $1,000 plate, fine China. Tell her that she beautiful every day. I remind her. I jump in the pussy like a lake. I'ma die for the last man was the pussy had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the skies. Her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her. Oh, she a die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. I had to use the bathroom. Cool chair. Yeah, it is a cool chair. It's a good chair. It is a good chair. I love this chair. I've played on my butt here so many times. Fallen asleep in this bitch so many times. Already. We've only had her for a minimal amount of time. And my ass sits firmly in this motherfucker. I don't really feel like listening to music. Let's just talk, guys. Nobody's gonna talk to me. That's the problem. If y'all would talk to me, I wouldn't play music. I wouldn't play anything all motherfucking stream. I would just sit here and talk to y'all. But y'all won't talk to me like that. I'm good, Ovi. How are you? But yeah, guys, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me hella. What's good, everybody? Hit that like. We're gonna find some true crime stuff to listen to since nobody's talking to me. And I'm gonna make half a sandwich. It's a little chicken. Because it sounds delish. I just get like half a piece, get 2 little slices, shovel on my piece of bread, and I'm Gucci. This pack of meat could feed me all month if it would last that long. I'm like the cheapest person for food. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Did you guys see that Brian Koberger's families are suing because of the victims' families are suing because of the crime scene photos?
Joined now by Vincent Hughes. He's an attorney who has represented Jake Harrow in past cases and is speaking on Jake's behalf today. Hey, Vincent, thank you for doing this today. Big question. Why have Rebecca and Jake stopped cooperating with the police if they're desperate
to find the baby, and the police are looking for the baby.
I don't know where the statement that they stopped cooperating came from, Ashley. I spoke to the detectives yesterday, offered for Jake to continue to speak with them, have not been made aware of any requests today to speak with Jake. I don't represent Rebecca, that needs to be very clear, but I have not been asked to produce Jake. I offered to produce Jake. They voluntarily turned over all of their electronic devices, including the passwords. I think that's something that's huge that nobody has been made aware of.
Let me just stop you for 1 second. I don't want to interrupt you, but you just said you don't know where the statement came from, Mr. Hughes. I'm going to read you the statement the police sent to us. Investigators interviewed multiple individuals, including Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Harrow. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview. So the statement came from the police themselves.
And I can't speak to the statement that was sent to you. I can tell you, I have personal knowledge. I reached out to the assigned detective and made Jake available. Jake wants to cooperate. Jake doesn't like the fact that nobody's listening. Court of public opinion is already out. Even yourself, it sounds like you guys already have your mind made up. Jake has voluntarily provided the electronic devices that there was a search warrant for, including the passwords. The vehicle that you were saying is breaking news that you brought up at the beginning of the broadcast is not something that is new. They haven't had their vehicle since Thursday night when this alleged kidnapping happened. So it's not new that you're saying at the beginning of this broadcast that it's new information. The vehicle is gone and make it sound like they just took the vehicle today. The vehicle has been gone since Thursday.
Yeah, I haven't made my mind up, but I will say this. This is a case that is definitely different than most missing children cases I cover, and I've done this for 38 years. When the police send me out a statement saying that foul play is potentially afoot, and when we get reports that they brought cadaver dogs to the house, and that the parents aren't cooperating, then yeah, spidey senses go up. I was actually very concerned when Rebecca referred to Emmanuel in past tense as well. Are you aware of that?
I saw the video like anybody else. I can't speak for Rebecca. I can tell you that she doesn't have a master's degree, bachelor's degree, or any other degree in public speaking. So I can't speak as to that. Same thing for Jake. The thing that I don't understand, and like you're saying, this isn't like a normal investigation. Why has the sheriff's department not even released a missing persons flyer? Let's put the onus on. There's not been one search party.
No, they did. They released the missing persons flyer. We showed it. Yeah, we've showing it right now on the air.
That's actually provided by mom and dad. Look at the phone numbers, Ashley. Let's be clear about that. Mom and dad
so that's the parents' one?
That has mom and dad's phone numbers.
Let me ask my control room. I got you. Vincent, I got you. Let me ask my control room if they can also find a picture of the flyer that we were told by the police that they had released because they could not invoke an Amber Alert. Vincent Hughes, I know you know as an attorney, you can't issue an Amber Alert unless you have a vehicle and a license plate. Otherwise, there'd be Amber Alerts going off pretty much every 5 minutes of every day, and nobody would respond. So I'm just being told by my control room we don't have a picture of the police flyer.
Fucking
the police
sad.
told us they released a flyer. Can you tell me this? KTLA is reporting that the Harrow's 2-year-old has been removed from the home. Is that true?
That's what everybody's stating. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Harrow have not been
he's your client. Has your client told you? Do you know from your client if he's lost his 2-year-old child from the home?
He doesn't have, that the child has been removed and law enforcement wanted them to produce the child. Yes, he did produce the child. As far as is the child in the home, no. Mr. Harrow does not have his 2-year-old and is not being allowed access to his 2-year-old, even though no criminal filing has taken place. They had the children before this alleged incident with no criminal case filed. So I don't know what changed. There's nothing here that's been provided that they did anything unfoot to these children, the 2-year-old or 7-month-old baby Daniel. The reason I'm on this show, to be very clear, is they're begging for the public to help. They're begging for people to provide information. There was a missing tip that was not provided previously, or it was provided to law enforcement. Law enforcement did not provide it to anybody else. And until I started speaking with media this morning, now law enforcement acknowledges, oh yes, we were aware of that tip. Law enforcement is being very tight-lipped about the situation. That's what's concerning. No search parties have been organized. These parents don't have a vehicle. Like I said, they voluntarily gave up all of their devices after a search warrant was issued. They gave passwords and everything. How can they assist in this? Their home is in a very remote area, in an area where it's over 100 degrees during a heat wave. They have no reliable transportation. They don't have phones or internet to contact people because their devices have been taken. So how can they participate? Everyone's made their mind up and saying that they're refusing to do anything. They can't.
Hold on. I think that let's just jump in right there. How you asked the question? How can they assist in this? Well, they could assist by continuing to be cooperative with the police. That would be the number one starter. Don't you believe that?
I'm telling you right now, Ashley, on national news, if the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department would like to speak with Jake Harrell, we can make that happen tonight. I'm telling you that right now.
What about Rebecca?
Unequivocally. I don't represent Rebecca, so I can't make a statement for Rebecca.
Okay. Did Jake tell the police and Rebecca that she couldn't take a lie detector test?
I wasn't there. I can't confirm or deny that story. And in any event, I think most
attorneys... You don't know that from your client, though? You haven't spoken. Let me just ask you, because he said we need an attorney present, and the reporting is from the police is that Rebecca refused to take a lie detector test because Jake, her husband, said no unless there's an attorney present, and you are his attorney. Did he not discuss that with you?
He asked for his attorney to be present, from my understanding. As far as the lie detector test, no attorney in their right mind is going to say yes. Submit to something that's not admissible in court. You find a case where somebody voluntarily...
But if my child was missing, Mr. Hughes, I would take any test you asked me to. I would cooperate. You could lock me up for the rest of my life, and I would cooperate with the police.
I'm glad you said that, but it's easy to say something, and it's a different sort of walk in somebody's shoes. There is not a normal for how to handle these situations.
What's up, Jerry? I'm glad somebody's here. Dre, we're listening to stuff about that baby again.
We have everything from how John Walsh handled the situation to how Casey Anthony handled the situation. What is normal?
Yeah, well, there is no blueprint, as you say. This is an alarming situation for everyone involved, and it is awful. I will say to you tonight, it is awful if they truly are victims of someone taking their baby, and half the world believes, or maybe more than half the world believes, that there's something afoot with them. I can't imagine being in their shoes at all. Could you just confirm, because I'm not sure I'm 100% clear, Mr. Hughes, could you just confirm that their 2-year-old child has been taken from the home now?
The 2-year-old child is not at their home. I can confirm that.
Taken from their home by authorities?
Based on my understanding, that's a potential. I believe that the 2-year-old was removed, but I cannot say 100%. I can tell you that the 2-year-old was not at home. It's troubling that there's no allegations and the 2-year-old was removed.
Well, listen, there's more than allegations. Your client, has a rap sheet including child cruelty, so there are some reasons why they might have done that until they are thoroughly investigated to make sure every child is safe at home. I really appreciate you being on. This is not an easy interview for you to do. This is an awful situation for everybody involved, and certainly for your client and his wife. It could go either way. I don't know if she's telling the truth, if he's telling the truth, and I don't know if they are horribly victimized in all of this. But Mr. Hughes, I do appreciate your time, and I appreciate your candor.
The only thing I'm asking, actually, this is one message Mr. Harrow wanted me to make sure I get out. If anyone has any information, whatever your belief is about Mr. Harrow or his family or anything like that, please provide that information to law enforcement. They're begging for the return of this child. They're begging for any information leading to Emmanuel's whereabouts. So if you have any information, please provide it. He's begging for that information. He feels like no one's listening to him. That's the key message from today. Not to debate his criminal record, not to debate anything else. He's begging that anyone provides any knowledgeable information to law enforcement.
I do agree with that to an extent. Like, the baby's missing. Why are they making it? I mean, the criminal record does have to do with child abuse, so I get it. But, like, what if it really has nothing to do with it? And that's what's being focused on instead of this baby being missing.
Again, thank you so much.
People are focusing on the wrong thing with this child.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get
that they deserve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
like, that's kind of tragic. Either way you look at it. The fucking coffee machine is about to blow. I don't know. That's sad.
Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out my podcast. Please click to subscribe. I'm in Letcher County, Kentucky right now. This is where the sheriff shot and killed the judge right in the judge's chambers. I'm investigating what happened, and there is a lot more to the story. Allegations of a secret sex ring. I'm looking into all of it for this edition of Brian Enton Investigates. Hey guys, so I've got two really interesting interviews coming up from Kentucky.
Joined now by Vincent Hughes. He's an attorney who has represented Jake Harrow in past.
I'm trying to find one that has to do with the kid.
What exactly was it about the interview, other than those few select things that I mentioned, that kind of set everybody on a course to go after these parents and call them liars?
Well, I think anytime a parent's interview comes out, it's so easy for the public and the true crime community to automatically make parallels with the infamous Chris Watts interview. But there were some interesting things here. As you mentioned, not only were there mentions of Emmanuel in past tense, but no matter how their voice was breaking, there was not a single tear squeezed out, not by Rebecca and not by Jake. And it almost came across as performative, as though they were trying to force their voice to break and force themselves to seem sad. And what was really interesting, too, about Jake's interview is he seems very distraught and having a difficult time conveying the words. But then the moment he starts talking about Yucaipa and how they've had a past history with football there and the city, he immediately just even-keeled, total normal tone of voice, as though nothing happened. Where usually when we have seen parents who are truly distraught and grief-stricken and fearful, that tone carries through the entire interview. So it just felt a little off-putting and performative.
So talk to me a little bit about Jake's, past, his criminal record, and in particular, an ex-wife named Vanessa, who told police that she had been trying to nurse their 10-week-old baby, but that something was wrong with that baby, took that baby to the hospital, and what happened then?
So this incident happened back in October of 2018, and there's conflicting reports as to what exactly happened. Vanessa claims one version, and then Jake claims another. But the gist of it is that, to your point, the baby was not nursing. Then later that evening, she asked Jake to feel the baby's back, to which when he did, according to the affidavit, this is their word, not mine, he felt a crackle. So she brought the baby to the hospital, and I want to read this directly because the officer writing the affidavit said that the doctors at the Loma Linda University Medical Center said that the baby had, quote, acute fractured rib, healing fractures of 6 ribs, a skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, swelling of the neck, and a healing fractured leg bone.
That's
And
all the
what's very
shit that
interesting
guy
about
did
this,
to
too,
that kid.
is later when Jake returned home from the hospital, allegedly his sister had opened up his iPad and the recent browser tab, and there was a search for how to feed a baby with broken ribs, a search that took place before they even went to the hospital. Now, Jake says he wasn't the one to make that search, but that, coupled with everything else in this incident, it's pretty alarming.
All right, I want to play something.
Hey, Billy
earlier
Badass,
today,
what's up?
A Yucaipa resident named Heather Walker. Apparently, she attended the vigil for Emmanuel on Sunday, and she said she spoke to some Big Five employees at that vigil. And my colleague Elizabeth Vargas spoke with Heather Walker and asked her if the employees said anything about Rebecca or the baby
shaking baby
on
syndrome.
the day of the kidnapping, and this is the answer.
From what they told me, nobody saw the baby.
They saw her, but not the baby, because
It's
that's what
alright.
we've heard about
Yeah,
people
Dips,
who
I
were
remember
at the
you.
football game that she had been at previously. She said she had left the football game to go buy her other son a mouth guard that he needed to play. That's why she was at the store, she said. But nobody at that football game saw the baby either.
No.
That's troubling. And there's a lot of talk about Rebecca's black eye, Annie. What do you make of what's being said about... she pointed, I got hit towards the side of the black eye.
Almost immediately, once that interview footage came out, people were skeptical about the black eye, saying that it looked as though it was in the various stages of healing. It wasn't a fresh black eye. And there have been some eyewitnesses out there who have said that she allegedly was spotted with this black eye as early as August 3rd. There also have been some Big Five employees on social media speaking out in addition to the behavior from the alleged day of the kidnapping, saying that
What's
Rebecca
up,
had gone to
Jatendra?
the Big Five the night before, asked the cashiers if they had CCTV footage of the parking lot because the week prior her car had been broken into. Now that's all alleged at this point, that's according to some of the employees, but that seems very interesting too, that possibly she was trying to suss out the situation before they had their grand master plan the following day.
Very troubling, and I'll bet you that the police have been looking into it, and they're not telling us about it, but if they have been asking those same questions, they will have those answers in the file. Annie, Elise, good to have you. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and
Jesus,
down.
that's so loud. Guys, make sure to hit that like. I'm from the U.S., Ohio specifically. Sup, game boss. What's up, Azure? What's good? How is everybody tonight?
Frantic please after baby Emmanuel, just
I didn't want to
7
listen
months old,
to
is
hers, but
kidnapped.
what's up, Arnav? I'm doing alright. I'm just chilling. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna get off of here for right now. I'll probably be back later since nobody's talking to me in the chat. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Maybe.